Good morning, welcome back to Mommy Does. So I'm going to be doing a simpler video of how to make lentils. Now lentils is a long complicated process sometimes, but I can do it in under 20 minutes. I'm going to talk about just a few types of lentils because there's probably, I don't know, 20 or more kinds of different lentils that are used all over South Asia. The commonest ones that I have here, these are called red lentils. These are called chana lentils or chana dal. This one, the small yellow one, is called Moong Daal. I'm going to label all of that for you. So I've used these the most, so I'm very familiar with them, and a few more. The quickest one that I found to cook is this one, which is small orangish colored legumes or lentils, and these are also pretty quick too, the Moong Daal. This one will cook in about 20 minutes or so, both of these. And I usually make them separately, but sometimes I have mixed them up too. This one takes a little bit longer, about 20 to 30 minutes, but the flavor is much stronger and better perhaps in this one. So that's just a brief intro to just the three kinds of lentils that I use commonly. And so we're going to start cooking. Today I will make the red lentils. These are quite easily available now in a bunch of stores, including ethnic stores. So here we go. So I have about half a cup of the red lentils. And my first step is going to be rinse them out. So I'm turning on my fire. I am using only half a cup, which is a small amount, but it does, the lentil when it does cook, it does tend to swell up and become definitely a whole cup, if not more, of the finished product, which is enough for definitely two to three people. If you wanted to, you could increase it to 1 cup or whatever quantity you like. It's a good idea to start with small quantities so you get used to the recipe and then go from there and make it in larger quantities. So I'm gonna wait for this thing to start boiling, and in the meantime I am gonna go ahead and add my seasoning. So here are my seasonings. I have a less than half teaspoon of the red chili powder because this is a small amount of the lentil and I don't want to overpower it. You can adjust it to your family's taste. 1 teaspoon of the ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of the ground turmeric, and just maybe quarter of a teaspoon or less of the cumin powder. And one tip that I found was that I add the salt closer towards the end. It helps the lentil cook faster when it cooks without the salt, in my experience, but you're welcome to add it right away, and that would be about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And all that is going to go into the lovely water. And for the wetness, I have crushed or chopped garlic and ginger paste. These are the basic ingredients. In goes about a teaspoon of crushed garlic and half a teaspoon of crushed ginger. Give that a nice mix up, and it's going to boil semi-covered for maybe 12 to 15 minutes at the most. And while my lentil is boiling, I'm going to go ahead and get the onion ready, which I'll show you how I top off the lentil at the end. Ta-da! My onion is ready. And for this one, I do not chop it or dice it. I simply slice it very finely and just cut it in half so that I'll have these semi-long strips of onion. That's the classic topping for lentils in South Asian cooking. It's nice and bubbly. Let's give it an occasional stir and let it do its magic for about 10 to 12 minutes. All right, so about 8 minutes, and I can see that it's almost done, which is amazing. And you can definitely add more water to make it more with more fluid, or evaporate to make it less, according to what your taste is. But this is almost cooked through, and then I just need to add my finishing touch. So now to finish off my lentil, I need to add the topping, which is the final touch. So I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to add my sliced onions and let them do their magic. and at the same time add my salt to my lentil. Halfway through, I'm going to add my chopped or sliced garlic. I know there was garlic in the lentil, but I like the topping of garlic. That is the crowning glory of the lentil. You swoosh that around, all that flavor goes inside, and your lentil dish is ready. Fresh lentils to go, faster than takeout.